Hey love bug, it's me, Emma Upton, clarity wizard, resistance whisperer, and professional fog lifter. And in plain English, I help high achieving women stop circling, name the exact work that you came here to do, and build the real thing using the math and the magic of your work without needing to burn your life right now down. We're not chasing productivity. We're not overthinking, and we're definitely not into positive thinking. We're remembering what it feels like to have fun and making magic into a really real, tangible map. So if you're waking up, if you're finally ready to create that next level of podcast, that book, that business, that beautiful, wild thing that doesn't fit the mold that you've already made, but it will not leave you alone, you're in the right place. Welcome to Let's Build the Real Thing, the math and the magic of your work. Let's figure out what's really been in the way. Let's build the real thing. Welcome home. Welcome to your real thing.
Walking the walk and talking the talk of how you bring and birth the work that you're here to do, from a concept, from an idea, from a download, from an insight, an inkling of, oh, this is what I'm meant to be doing, into something real and tangible. I have not touched my podcast for a very long time, even though I was doing it daily at one point, because it stopped serving the people that I was here to serve. So when that happens, I want to know why, because I know that this work that's inside me is huge. So I had some maths to do, and it took me a minute longer than I wanted to do the maths. But I'm here not with an answer, and that's what we all want, isn't it? Like, give me the strategy, give me the answer. And yes, 100%, or else I wouldn't be showing it up here. But the answer lies in places that we can't conceptually describe, and that is frustrating for the brain. But I'm going to take you through the process of it. I'm going to be gifting you so much through this podcast that I hope everything in you is going to be like, oh, what? I hope the mentorship that you're in at the moment, you're going to be like, I don't need you anymore. Like, I'll just listen to Emma's podcast. That is what I want to deliver, and that's what I want to gift here, because the insights that you are able to get from, I'm going to be giving you the work. Don't be showing up here if you're like, you don't want the actionable, tangible things to take away and look into, because that's what I'm going to be gifting you. And as you do, when you move through, you're going to have insights and you're going to have layers just taken off you, like a big heavy coat that you've worn for too long, just stripped off you. And how have I got to here with this knowledge that I'm so passionate about sharing, that I'm recommitting to this podcast? It's because I tried to do the regular ways. When I was in teaching, I knew that I was here for more, and I couldn't tangibly tell you what. I just knew that I wasn't content. No matter what I was doing, there was always this feeling of there's something else, there's something more, I should be doing more. It didn't matter what I did, it was never quite good enough. And so I operated out of that lens within my schools, and I went for different roles, and I went for different leadership, and I went for different subjects, and it was never it. I was like, okay. Then I realized this world of self-development, that I'm from a working class mining family. Like, nobody goes to therapy, nobody questions like the beliefs and the way that we just operate. And all of a sudden, here was little old me being like, oh, I don't think the way that we're all operating is that helpful. It's definitely not helpful for me. I mean, I can't comment on you guys, but for me, this isn't working. So I started to be curious about my beliefs and about my thoughts and about my mindset and about meditation, and like best friends with the leader of worldwide Buddhism now. And it's mental. As I began to go down that road, I realized very quickly that a lot of the things that are out there weren't helpful for me. Like traditional talk therapy, get out. I'm just opening this can of worms to now just have out there in the world, and you're not helping me do anything different with them. Like, just talking about it, no thank you. So I very quickly realized that wasn't it. But I did establish that I had OCD, high functioning anxiety, which is just looking fine to everybody else and secretly thinking that everything is a death threat inside. If you don't know, maybe you're way more familiar. It was like a bolt out of the blue. I was like, oh, OCD. I said that, ADHD, and the ADHD doctor was like, do you want an autistic diagnosis? Because you've definitely got that as well. I was like, would it help? He was like, not really. So off I went. I've got a lot going on. And I realized that the things, even the meditation, even my BFF, Jean Lau, who's one of the best people, and like when I think about him, everything in me comes alive. He's immense. That wasn't for me. Meditating at the temple for days. No, I have twin babies. I have a teaching career. I have this burning thing of work inside me that is desperately trying to come out. No. And I thought the path was to go and train as a doctor, to get my master's, to get a PhD in psychology. And I came close. Like, I was looking at open universities and I started to research what that would look like. And then I had this realization of, you're meant to do it your own way. And that's scarier than anything, isn't it? You're meant to do it your own way. You're meant to create your own frameworks. You're meant to create your own books, your own courses, your own things under the umbrella of a coach. So I went away and I did like a little diploma. It's a bit scary, but I went and did a diploma. Would I do that now? Probably not, but I did, because I was right at the beginning of my journey and kind of got the qualifications, enough of a qualification for me to feel brave enough to then start to be curious about what this body of work could look like. Well, that was cool for when it was cool. But then I got to this point again of like, okay, well, you've done that. Now what? And it's like this work wants to expand out of me, but there's a different layer of it now. And it's not just focused on the anxiety. It's not just focused on trying to get your brain to do what it wants to do. It's birthing that bigger thing that you're here to do into the world. That's what I'm here to do. When I gave my book to one of my monk mentors, Bob, I gave him my book and he read it and he came back, he handed it back to me and he said, that isn't the book you're here to write. Imagine 5 years of me establishing my techniques, a whole year of writing my book, and then my mentor was just like, I mean, he was very kind, said some lovely things, but that was what he led with. That isn't the book. That isn't, aka, that's not the work that you're here to deliver. Well, there isn't a blueprint for this, is there? Okay, well, I didn't go the traditional becoming a therapist. I knew that I was meant to do it outside the box. I created my own programs. They transformed. I was on a call earlier with one of the clients that I had right at the beginning of this, who has transformed her life. When I say transformed her life, it's inconceivable what she has been through to what she is leading now. She is leading workshops. She is leading in workshops for the people that supported her through her lowest point. She's a leader of those workshops now. It's night and day. It's insane. Now, the work that I'm here to deliver is the next phase. How do you take that burning feeling of, I'm here for something more, it's bigger than me, I can't comprehend it, I don't truly know where it's stepping towards? How do you trust that feeling enough to be like, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to start and I'm going to see where it leads? That sounds like insanity. The whole world will look at you and say, you sound insane. What are you doing? This can only come after an awakening, because the rest of the world will say, oh, what are you doing? You're insane. Just go and get a real job. And you're like, I know. But the answers aren't in those places. If you are that person and you have exhausted the more traditional standard methodologies of going about creating your more, and there is still that hole inside you saying, but this isn't it, I made this podcast for you. I'm going to show you the ins and the outs of how you start to trust that feeling more, and how you allow that feeling to grow instead of that logical part of you, that really loud part of you that is like, it makes no sense, we don't, there's too much to risk, there's too much at stake. It deals in extremes of, we have to do it all tomorrow or else don't bother, and all of it, we're going to dive into all of it. And my promise, because that's how passionate, if I can do this with my brain, I know you, and I'm sparing nothing. I'm giving you absolutely everything that I have embodied and learned along the way, to mean that I know what this body of work is. It feels, I'm always talking about how this gets to be easy, because you are born knowing the work you're here to do. It's just the world squishes it out of you. And I say a lot, it is easy because you are born to know how to do it, like eating, like breathing, like pooping. Your work is on par, until the world says, no, it's not. And we've been told that for so long, we believe it. Actually, when you start realizing that point, that part of you wants to get really loud, and it's made to be really loud, and it's easy to start following it again. But I'm always saying, but it's not simple. It's as easy as like, well, breathe. How do you breathe? How do you tell your lungs to fill up? How do you do that? It's easy. You don't have to do anything to allow that to happen. And yet it's not simple. Like, try and tell me the process of learning to breathe. Remember, like, of breathing every minute, or blinking. As soon as you start thinking about blinking, you're like, am I blinking? Am I blinking too much? Am I not blinking? It's like that. But I've refined everything so that it's simple as well. I'm going to be taking you through episodes. So this is kind of the intro, being like, I'm back, baby. We're back. I have clarity. I have vision. All of the work that was foundational to my work, and all of the people that I have been co-creating, and there's still a big bunch of us that are already moving together into this next phase of work. We are here to be able to embody that greater level of knowing the work. And it gets to be easy, but it gets to be simple. I'm going to give you the strategies as well. I'm going to be showing you, when you're thinking this, when your brain's doing this, when this comes up, when you're thinking about what strategy, these are the things to do. These are the questions to ask. These are the places to go. Put your brain here, put your body here. So I'm giving you the simple steps so that you can remember to breathe again. So you can remember to not be a psycho about your blinking again and just come into this. I hate the word align because it's like the woo spiritual stuff, isn't it? But come into this knowingness. You've had the awakening. You know you're here for more. You know you've exhausted all the other strategies and things. You know you've created magical things. And yet there's still this feeling of, but there's more. This podcast, the work that I do, and my hope is, with the freedom that doing a podcast is going to give, and please communicate with me if it's helpful and if you're learning things, because that will be so helpful to know what areas are going to be most supportive for you as you're on this journey, that it will bleed over into my Instagram. Because little did I know, my Instagram had become an extension of this perfectionism and performance and fixing and all of the stuff that is the least helpful thing. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really cool, organic way to get the work, the essence of the work, out of me into the podcast, and then be able to filter through into other areas of my work as well. So it should be this glorious win for all levels. That's what the hope is. Sometimes it's going to be more formal, and it's going to be me in the office, and there's going to be a video, and there's going to be more to it. But also, I really want to make it accessible and like bite size, and this is the thing that's come up today, so here it is, and then go do the work. So it'll be when I'm out and about, and when I'm walking, or when I'm coming back from somewhere, and it will just be this really raw and live conversation. That's what I want. The first 4 episodes I have already recorded. This is like a bonus one that I didn't even know that I wanted to do, and yet this morning I was like, it's this. So here we are. The first 4 episodes are going into the different energy systems that are the biggest blockers when it comes to you creating the work and the moreness that you're here to. Being able to identify what those 4 things look like, and when you can, whatever it is that you're putting your energy into, being like, I know it's something around this, being able to identify those 4 energy states is going to rock your world in the best way. So they are coming up in a 4-part series. I might do more mini series about things as and when they come up that are helpful. And there's going to be just like the 2 of us are together walking along, put me in your ears, and let's bloody go. Because the essence of all of this is building the map, building the real work, building the real thing that you are here to do. And we do it by understanding the simple strategy and understanding the ease of, this is the thing you were literally born to do. When you can combine those 2 things, which is what I'm going to be doing here, your work is inevitable. And when you're living and breathing your work, it feels like the greatest freedom that you can ever imagine. Whatever it is that's on your manifesting board, it's better than that. The best thing, whatever the biggest and the best thing on your manifesting board is, it trumps that times a gazillion. So if this sounds up your street, if you're like, Emma, gimme, then I know, subscribe, come back, keep up to date. My Instagram is More Than This by Emma Upton. If you can see, there's a disconnect with love and kindness, because I love love and kindness, but I love the truth. Please come and be like, Emma, this. And I cannot wait to be updated on how your work and your map and the thing that you're here to do just grows with this, because that is the point. We are not faffing around. You are not sitting around in a 90-minute training to feel inspired and to feel motivated for a minute. And then you're like, yeah, but what is my actual work? You're here to get a bite size, to go away, to see it, to action it, and come back being like, I know what my work is. Yes, you do. You've always known, and now we're going to see it ever more clearly and know exactly how to make a map out of it, so your magic gets to travel as far and as wide and it is meant as it is meant to. And it will feel, and the brain's like, oh, that sounds a bit terrifying. It will feel like the most glorious thing, like you are home and it was everything that you were always meant to do. I cannot wait to be part of this ride with you. Thank you for being here.
All right, love bug, that's us for today. If your brain is sparkling and your soul's going, holy shizballs, this is it. First of all, saying. And second, please know this. You're not circling for no reason. Your work is very freaking real and it's not going anywhere. It's here because you're here for more. If this landed in all the god-awfully brilliant ways that it was meant to, come and tell me over on Instagram. These are my favorite places and best kind of conversations. And if you've got a friend whose brain is as wonderfully wild as yours and mine, send this their way. We need their magic in the world just as much as the world needs ours. So that's it for today. Go take the teeniest step towards the real thing, your thing. And remember, clarity around your map and magic is never found. It's remembered. This has been me and you together making the real thing. I cannot wait to talk soon. Much love.